If you're over 60, pay close attention. There's a habit, common, silent, and dangerous, that you probably do every single day. And right now, it could be destroying your heart without you feeling a thing. I've been a cardiologist for years, and I've seen it happen dozens of times. Patients who felt fine, looked healthy, and then walked into my office on the brink of a heart attack, all because of one habit they didn't even realize was dangerous. Do you know anyone who's had a sudden heart attack or suffered a stroke out of the blue? Chances are the same mistake is part of your daily routine, and you still have time to stop it. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that habit is and why it becomes so destructive after age 60. And the best part, if you stay until the end, you'll learn how to reverse the damage and protect your heart with simple, doable steps. But first, do me and your loved ones a favor. Hit the subscribe button right now, ring the bell, and drop a comment telling me which city you're watching from. And hey, if any questions pop up while you're watching, don't be shy. Leave them down below. Your question might be exactly what someone else is wondering, and I personally answer every comment. Don't wait for the first symptom to make a change. Stick with me through the whole video, because this could be the warning that saves your life. Have you been walking every day? Maybe the answer is no, and I get it. A lot of my patients tell me, "Doc, after 60 I'm tired, my knees hurt, I just don't have the energy." But what I'm about to tell you could change the way you think about walking. Sitting all day, whether you're watching TV, reading, or lying down, speeds up the aging of your heart. When you don't move, your blood flows more slowly, fat starts to build up in your arteries, your blood pressure rises, and your heart has to work overtime. Over time, that leads to 3 serious problems. 1. Heart failure. 2. Heart attack. 3. Stroke. And it all happens silently with no warning. Now ask yourself, do you need a prescription just to go for a walk? Do you have to pay for a gym membership to stroll around the block? No. You just need to decide. Just 30 minutes a day, at your own pace, your own way, can cut your heart attack risk in half. Half. You can split it up. 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at the end of the day. Walking indoors is fine. Walking down the hallway of your building is even better. The key is moving your body every single day. Walking improves circulation, helps control weight, blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. And it even relieves stress and anxiety and helps you sleep better. What are you waiting for? Chest pain? Don't wait until your body cries for help. Prevention starts with the very first step, literally. Have you ever stopped to think about how much salt you're eating every day? Most of the seniors I see tell me, "But doc, I hardly add any salt to my meals." And I believe you. But it's not just the salt you sprinkle yourself. It's the hidden salt in processed foods. Things like breads, cheeses, ready-made sauces, canned goods, deli meats, salty crackers, instant soups, frozen dinners. These all pack huge amounts of sodium. And sodium is the real culprit behind high blood pressure. When you consume too much salt, your body holds on to extra fluid. That increases your blood volume, and that constant pressure on your artery walls wears them down, day and night. Over time, that damage extends to your arteries, heart, kidneys, and even your brain. And it can all be happening without you feeling a thing. High blood pressure usually gives no warning signs. That's why it's called the silent killer. Did you know that for older adults, the ideal limit is less than 1 teaspoon of salt a day? That's under 1,000 milligrams of sodium. So ask yourself, do you check the nutrition facts on food labels when you're shopping? Do you often buy frozen meals, deli meats, or ready-to-eat products? That's where change has to start. You don't have to eat bland food. Use herbs, garlic, onion, lemon, turmeric. Your taste buds will adjust in just 2 or 3 weeks. But your heart can't wait that long. Hidden salt may be tasteless, but its consequences are very real. Can I ask you a simple question? What do you usually eat when you wake up? A lot of seniors tell me proudly, "Doc, I eat well. A buttered roll, coffee with milk, sometimes even a sausage or a bit of bacon." But is that really eating well? I need to warn you, that kind of breakfast, loaded with fat, salt and sugar, is hurting your heart in those first hours of the day. Did you know most heart attacks happen in the early morning? Do you know why? Because at that time your blood is thicker, your blood pressure naturally rises, and your heart is more vulnerable. Now imagine piling a heavy, saturated, fat-filled, fried, processed or sugar-laden meal on top of that. It's like placing a huge weight on your heart before you even leave the house. Foods like bacon, sausage, excess butter, fried eggs, coffee with lots of sugar or cream, and processed cereals all overload your cardiovascular system. And worse, this happens every single day without warning, until one day your heart just can't take it anymore. So ask yourself, have you ever thought that your heart attack might be years in the making, starting with your morning meal? The good news is you can change this without giving up delicious food. A light breakfast, fruit, oatmeal, hard-boiled eggs, whole grain toast with avocado, or even plain yogurt can make all the difference. You don't have to sacrifice flavor. You just need to choose smarter. Because your heart doesn't need excess. It needs care right from the start of your day. Have you ever heard someone say, a daily glass of wine is good for your heart? Well, many people believe that. But here's the truth. After age 60, that rule changes completely. Your body doesn't process alcohol the way it used to. Your liver slows down, your sensitivity goes up, and your heart really feels it. Even small amounts, like 1 glass a day, can cause higher blood pressure, irregular heartbeats, arrhythmias, poor sleep quality, direct damage to your heart muscle. Have you heard of atrial fibrillation? It's a common arrhythmia in older adults, and alcohol is a major trigger. I've had patients who drank socially for years, then one day they started feeling their heart race, got winded easily, and ended up in the hospital. And it's not just hard liquor. Wine, beer, liqueurs, even in small doses, they all add up, especially if you already have high blood pressure, diabetes, or high cholesterol. Lots of people drink to relax or help them sleep, but alcohol actually disrupts deep sleep, causes micro-awakenings, and raises your blood pressure overnight. So let me ask you, have you been drinking every day, even just a little? Do you really think it's helping, or is it hurting? As your doctor, here's my advice. If you can quit completely, that's best. If you can't, cut back as much as possible and never drink daily. Your heart needs a break, not constant stress. Alcohol may feel like relief at the end of the day, but in the long run, it demands a high price, and your heart is the one that pays. Let me ask you something. Do you tend to keep everything bottled up? Many people of your generation were raised to be strong, to stay quiet, not to complain or show any weakness. But here's something nobody may have told you, that emotional silence can actually be hurting your heart. As a cardiologist, I've seen patients with perfect test results, eating well, walking daily, taking their meds, yet they still suffered a heart attack. Do you know why? Because the emotional burden you carry inside wears on your heart just as much as physical stress. Constant tension, bottled up anger, unspoken sadness. These all crank up your cortisol and adrenaline levels. Those hormones make your heart race, your blood vessels constrict, and your blood pressure spike. It's like your body is always on high alert, always fighting, and eventually your heart just can't take it anymore. Have you ever felt lonely, scared, or frustrated, but decided not to tell a soul? Have you thought, I don't want to bother anyone with my problems? If so, you're not alone, but you don't have to suffer in silence. Talking with someone you trust, writing in a journal, saying a prayer, joining a social group, listening to calming music, or doing 10 minutes of deep breathing exercises. Any of these can help unload that emotional weight. And it's not just your mind that benefits, your heart does too. Don't dismiss your feelings as trivial. They live inside you, but they affect your entire body. Your heart isn't just a pump, it feels everything your mind holds. And if you never let those emotions out, someday your body will force you to listen. So today, take a small step. Share what's on your mind. Your heart will thank you for it. Have you ever, or has anyone around you, snored so loudly at night that it sounded like you might stop breathing? If so, don't brush it off. Snoring might seem just noisy or even funny, but as a cardiologist, I see it as a serious warning sign. Loud, constant snoring can point to a condition called sleep apnea. What's that? It means your breathing actually stops for several seconds at a time throughout the night without you even knowing. Your brain gets less oxygen, so your heart has to work harder to compensate. Over time, that extra strain can lead to high blood pressure, arrhythmias, strokes, or even sudden cardiac arrest. Do you wake up feeling exhausted even after a full night's sleep? Do you get morning headaches, have memory lapses, or trouble concentrating? These could all mean your sleep isn't restorative. Your body, and especially your heart, needs consistent oxygen at night to recover from the day's work. Without it, your heart ages faster and suffers in silence while you sleep. The good news, sleep apnea is treatable. A simple overnight sleep study can confirm the diagnosis. With a CPAP machine or lifestyle changes, your breathing and your heart can finally get the break they need. So if someone has told you that you snore heavily, or if you wake up multiple times at night for no clear reason, don't chalk it up to just getting older. It could be your heart silently calling for help. Remember, sleep isn't a luxury, it's a vital necessity. Fixing your breathing at night will make a difference throughout your entire body. Do you still smoke or live with someone who does? If the answer is yes, listen closely to what I'm about to tell you, because even if you've smoked your whole life, it's not too late to change. Smoking doesn't just damage your lungs, it directly harms the arteries of your heart. With every puff, your blood vessels narrow, become more fragile, and get inflamed. That makes blockages more likely and dramatically raises your risk of heart attack, stroke, and heart failure. And it doesn't stop there. Even if you don't smoke, living with someone who does exposes you to secondhand smoke, which has the same harmful effects on your body. I've treated seniors who never touched a cigarette but developed heart disease because their spouse or child smoked indoors every single day. You might be thinking, it's too late to quit, I've smoked forever. That's simply not true. If you stop today, within days, your blood pressure starts to drop, your circulation improves, and your heart works more easily. In months, your risk of heart attack is already cut in half. You don't have to quit alone. Talk to your doctor, try nicotine patches or gum, join a support group. What you can't do is believe it's too late. Your heart wasn't built to function with smoke. It needs pure oxygen, clean blood, and open vessels. Every cigarette you don't smoke adds another day to your life. Make the choice today. Your heart will thank you for it. Do you fall asleep with the TV still on, or lie in bed scrolling on your phone late into the night? If so, I need to warn you, this seemingly harmless habit is harming your heart. Every single night. A lot of people tell me, Doc, I just leave the TV on for company, or I watch videos on my phone until I finally drift off. But here's something you might not know. The blue light from screens, whether it's your phone, TV, or tablet, throws your sleep completely out of whack. It suppresses melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to rest. And without good quality sleep, your body can't recover the way it needs to. That has a direct impact on your heart. Shallow sleep raises your blood pressure overnight, disrupts blood sugar control, amps up internal stress, and forces your heart to keep working harder when it should be recharging. You might clock 7 or 8 hours in bed, but if that time's spent with the TV on, a screen glowing in your face, or your mind racing through social media and news, your body never reaches deep restorative sleep, and your heart pays the price. Do you wake up still feeling tired? Do you feel heavy or foggy-headed in the morning? That could be the fallout of restless nights and the screens stealing your shut-eye. Here's my advice. Turn off all screens at least 1 hour before bedtime. Instead, pick up a book, listen to calming music, or do some light stretching. Create a wind-down routine. Your sleep will improve, and your heart will thank you. At night, your heart needs peace, not stimulation. Do you find yourself snacking throughout the day? A chicken fritter, an empanada, a burger, fries, or that breaded chicken from the bakery? You might think it's just a little treat. No big deal, but it is, and it's a much bigger deal than you realize. These snacks, fast food and fried goodies, are loaded with saturated fat, trans fat, and salt. And all of that is a direct attack on your arteries. What happens when you eat this stuff regularly? Your bad cholesterol goes up. Fat builds up on your artery walls. Your circulation worsens. Your blood thickens. Your heart has to work extra hard to pump. It's like clogging your pipes every day. Eventually, the pressure bursts, and in this case, it's your heart under pressure. I've treated patients who kept their main meals reasonable, but snacked on fried treats daily. That alone was enough to form artery-clogging plaques and land them in the ER with a heart attack. After 60, your body changes. Your metabolism slows, your heart grows more sensitive, and your margin for error shrinks. You might not feel anything now, but on the inside, these foods are gumming up your blood and stiffening your arteries. The good news? You can swap them out. Bake instead of fry. Reach for fruit, unsalted nuts, yogurt, or whole grain toast with a drizzle of olive oil. You don't have to go hungry, you just have to choose better. What you eat becomes your blood, and blood laden with fat and salt forces your heart to run on overdrive. Give your body real food because it deserves it and your heart needs it. Have you ever skipped your blood pressure meds because you felt fine? Or thought, I'll skip today, my reading was good? If so, you're not alone. But this is by far the most dangerous habit I see in seniors every day. High blood pressure is a silent disease. You can feel perfectly well, no pain, no dizziness, yet your heart could be under constant strain without you even knowing it. Hypertension thickens the heart muscle, narrows your arteries, damages your kidneys, and raises your risk of heart attack, stroke, and sudden cardiac death. And it all can happen without a single symptom. That's why they call it the silent killer. Many of my patients only discover they have hypertension after something serious happens. Or worse, they already know, but stop taking their meds because they think they don't need them anymore. Let me make this crystal clear. Medication isn't a cure. It controls your pressure. It's like carrying an umbrella in the rain. You may not be wet right now, but if you close it, you get soaked. Stopping your meds because your numbers look good is like closing your umbrella when the rain slows. You still end up drenched. Have you ever done that? If so, you're putting yourself at grave risk. I've lost patients over just 3 missed doses, 3 days. And if you've stopped because of side effects, don't quit on your own. Talk to your doctor, adjust your dose, change the timing, switch medications, but never stop cold turkey. Take your pills at the same time every day. Use a pill organizer, jot it down in a notebook, ask a family member to remind you, whatever it takes. Consistency saves lives. Because there's no such thing as a healthy heart with uncontrolled blood pressure. Treat your blood pressure like a treasure, because that's exactly what it is, the line between living well and living at risk.